Hi, beautiful people. Thanks for joining me for Ask Miko Anything today. Before we get started, let's take a couple of deep breaths in. Breathe in. Hold. And release. Let's just do one more. Breathe in. Hold. Release. So, today let's talk about taking our personal powers back. I've talked about this a lot, like especially since we've been on lockdown. And I talk about this all the time. What's happening right now is so much bigger than this virus. If you guys are not keeping your eyes open, keeping your minds open, keeping your hearts open, you are not going to see what I'm talking about. But, if you do have that open mind, open heart, just keep listening. It is so important that we reclaim our personal powers right now and starting today in this moment. Because if we don't do that, we are going to have so much to regret about. So much. And every decision that we are making right now in this moment, it's gonna impact us 6 months from now, a year from now, our children's future, our grandchildren's futures. I don't have kids yet, but I know that if I do have kids in the future, I want a beautiful role for my kids. Like, I don't want a place where everything is being controlled by someone else in power. So as I'm speaking, I'm just seeing like all these crazy like planes or whatever flying. Like, I don't know if you guys see this in your skies. Like, there's people claiming that they're chemtrails where they are dropping like mercury, toxic chemicals into the sky. I'm just seeing that all over the sky right now. Like, it's not natural. What I'm looking at, it's not clouds. It's not Mother Nature's making. So basically, guys, you have to look at the bigger picture. There's a saying that goes something like this. If you put a frog in a pot of water and you slowly boil that water, the frog doesn't know it's slowly getting killed. Right? If you put a frog inside of a pot of water and you slowly heat up the water, it's not going to feel the pain immediately. It is a slow death. And why am I sharing this? Like, this sounds so dark and it sounds so like scary, and I'm not saying this to instill fear. Like, I'm not saying this to instill fears in you guys. It all comes down to awareness, and in order to see through what's happening right now, it's your way out of this prison. It's your way out of this boiling pot of water, right? You gotta be aware and you gotta choose love and over fear at any given time. So let's dive deep about this topic. Okay, it all started way before you were even born. Decades and decades of systems that were put into place that set us up for where we're at today, right? If you guys don't know this, I want to share this with you guys. I posted a video earlier on my newsfeed. There is an act that's being introduced to Congress right now. It's the HR 666 Act that is being introduced to Congress. It says that COVID-19 testing, reaching and contacting everyone trace act. That's what the act is called. It authorized the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19 and related activities such as contact tracing through mobile health units and as necessary at individuals' residence and for other purposes. So basically what this means is that they're letting people come into your house. If you even have like signs of symptoms, like if you have a cough, if you have like flu-like symptoms, they can come into your house and take you away from your families. That's what's being introduced to Congress right now, guys. Like, are you aware of this? Are you paying attention? Are you still like, if you close your eyes and just sit with that information for a second, your soul knows that that's not right. Your soul knows something is off. If you tune in to your intuition, to your gut feeling, and you read that act that's being introduced to Congress right now, that's not right. Something is off. Do you still feel like this is what they're doing is to protect you? Guys, think about this. So like what I'm saying, like now is such an important time. There is no more time to like question and to like try to pretend nothing's happening. You gotta be aware. Keep your eyes open. So like, okay, let's go back to the conversation about why we are basically these frogs put into this this pot of water that's slowly getting boiled right now. We are in that pot right now, unless you're aware and you go get out of that prison. So from very early on, the moment that we were born, in the school systems, we've been conditioned to listen to authorities. Listen to your teacher. Listen to people in charge. If you don't listen, you're going to get punished. If you don't listen, you're going to get negative consequences. We've been conditioned to listen to authorities from a very early age. And now get to this point where people like me, people who are spiritually awakened, people who are connected to their hearts, like I've been listening to my heart for the past 3+ years. I have a deep relationship with my heart, and your heart is a direct communication with spirit. Your heart, your intuition is a direct communication to something higher. It's beyond like your physical mind, what you can see with your physical eyes. If you've been so conditioned to listen to authorities your whole entire life, that's why people out there are believing what the news are telling them. They're believing what scientists and people in authorities are telling them. This is for your good. This is to protect you. And now we have this other group of people like me, who are so in touch with our hearts and our intuition, with the divine, with spirit. We feel intuitively, we know something is off. We feel like this is a power grab. This is a control happening right now. And if you don't reclaim your power, you are going to have a lot to regret later on. Even if it's not about your future, this could be your children's future. Think about it. They are letting authorities to come into your home right now to take you away if they suspect that you have COVID-19. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? Guys, wake up. Like, this is not about protecting you from this virus. This is so much bigger. This is a spiritual warfare. Like, there is a group of people, and our human consciousness has just been dumbed down from decades and decades, and systems in place that are just dumbing down human consciousness. And what I mean by reclaiming your personal power, oh my gosh, you have so much powers that you are not even aware of, like with your thoughts and your emotions. Like, your thoughts and your emotions actually have powers that create and shapes your reality. And people in control right now, they understand that, they know that, and that's why they leverage it. That's why they broadcast news and movies and mainstream media that instill fear in you. Fear is the number one way that they control you. Why do they broadcast so much content that instill fear? That's why they want to keep you at this low vibration, this low frequency where they can control you. Really think about this, guys. Really think about this. And when you reclaim your personal powers, that means you take back control with what thoughts you think, what emotions you feel. You are being conscious about what gets fed into your mind. What do you look at every single day? What do you feed your mind every single day? Like that's why for me, I don't mindlessly scroll through Facebook, and I have unfollowed everyone on Instagram years ago when I started my spiritual awakening journey, when I realized the power of my thoughts. I unfollow everyone who just like gossip all the time, who complain, who talk about negative stuff. You gotta take back control over what gets fed into your mind, because that's how people control you. If you're not thinking, if you're not using, just by purely putting your attention and your focus on like a specific subject, you create that. That's how you create your reality. So like, let's just pretend, and I know what I'm saying is true. So let's just pretend that every thought that you think has a power that is attracting that circumstance into your life. So let's pretend that's happening, and it is. and you are watching news about COVID-19 all day, every day, what are you creating? What kind of reality are you creating? They are leveraging your powerful creative powers and broadcasting content that they use that creative powers that you have to collectively create a reality collectively. So really hear me. Like, I really pray and hope that you guys are hearing me right now with what I'm sharing, because if we don't do anything differently right now, if we don't have more and more people waking up to what's happening, they are going to roll out mandated vaccines. They're going to roll out all kinds of crazy nonsense that are taking away your power, your freedom. If we don't do anything about that right now, starting today, and you can do your own studying, look into the universal principles, understand how your minds work, understand the power of your thoughts, the power of your emotions, do your study. Do not just sit at home and wait for things to go back to normal, because it will not. It will not. Right now we are going through a spiritual warfare, and there is so much happening behind the scenes. There is so much happening. If you guys don't keep your eyes open, you won't see that. You just won't see it. You're just going to think that this is a virus and eventually it's going to pass. No, that's not what's happening, guys. What's happening is a deeper agenda that's behind the virus that's being pushed out right now and as we speak. And again, I'm not saying this to instill fear in anyone. The more that we can be aware, the more we know what's going on, the more we can be empowered to make decisions, to take actions that are going to get us out of the situation that we're in right now. And we need more people to wake up. We just need it. Like, we need an army of individuals who are connected to our hearts, who are spiritually in tune, who are not driven by fear, who know that we have so much power within us to rise up and to awaken other people who are still like consciously not awake, and they're being controlled by others who have a different agenda going on right now. So it's up to you. It's totally up to you. And I'm just like, I feel fired up because this is like about all of like humanity's future. This is not just about me. This is not just about my family that I care about. This is about you and your children and your children's children's. Like, this is about everyone. Please listen to what I'm saying, and I hope you guys go back and listen to this again. So there are a couple of things that you can do starting from this point on. You gotta really just understand how our universe operates beyond this physical realm, beyond this 3D dimension. That you are so much bigger than just this physical body. Like you're not here to worry about paying bills and go to work and struggle and die. Like, that's not what you're here to do. Really get to an in-depth understanding of what you are beyond this physical body. How does your thoughts work? How do your emotions work? How do you shape your reality? Understand that. The moment you understand that, you are not going to just mindlessly listen to what others tell you. Like, don't even take my words for this. Like, if you're feeling that resonance in your soul, go do the homework and always choose love over fear. I just saw a cute squirrel ran by. You need to cultivate that feeling of appreciation and gratitude and unconditional love in your heart center every single day. And that's how you transcend fear. When you are in fear, others can control you. So let me know what's landing for you guys. Let me know. And let me know if you guys are aware of this HR 6666 Act that's being introduced to Congress right now. Go look at it. Look it up. HR 6666. That's an act that's being introduced to Congress right now. That's gonna strip away your freedom. That could potentially pull you apart from your family. That's happening. Like, I'm not lying. Go do your research. Look at news. If you don't do anything about it, who knows what else they're gonna roll out? Who knows? So reclaim your powers, guys. Now it's really up to us. It's up to us. Let's take a couple deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. just really take in everything that I'm saying and go do your own study, go do your own research. All right, guys, I am sending so much love from my heart to you. Please let me know what's landing for you guys in the comments below. If you have any questions you want me to clarify, I will come back and reply to any comments that's in this thread. And I will see you tomorrow morning for Rise and Shine. All right, guys, talk to you later.